What's going on, everyone? On my last video I showed you how to install HomeLink on the 2024 Model Y, and now I took delivery of my 2026 Model Y. It's a little bit different, so I'm going to show you how to do it. For those of you who don't know, HomeLink opens your garage door automatically without a subscription fee. You could also do an add-on order, as you see here on my screen, straight from Tesla, but it's way cheaper to get it on eBay. This is from my 2018 Model 3 that I recently traded in to Tesla, removed it. It's literally programmed to my car, or my home rather, and you notice that there's the OEM part number 1114984-00-B, and here's the bracket it comes with, and also you'll need a M6 25mm bolt. Make sure you get that bracket when you purchase it online. The first thing you're going to do is open up your frunk and remove a floor mat if you have one, and I'm going to point to 4 bolts here. There's 4 of them, 2 in the bottom and 2 at the very top. We're going to unscrew these and we're going to pop off the vent. There are no screws for this, they're just clipped into place, and put this to the side, and you can literally just grab the bucket out of the vehicle. It's way easier now. And you notice in the new 2026 Juniper there is a windshield washer fluid tank now in the front, and I'm pointing to the 3 bolts you have to remove in order to access the HomeLink compartment. So I'm just going to unscrew those real quick and put this to the side. You can lean that tank forward a little bit, and here is the HomeLink pre-wired from Tesla. You see I'm pointing to it. I'm just going to pull it out. Yours might be covered with a plastic cap. I had mine covered in plastic electrical tape, and it's literally already hardwired, ready to go for the technician to connect the HomeLink adapter. I'm going to take off the tape here, and we're going to leave this wire to the side. You'll notice right behind the windshield washer fluid tank is where the HomeLink adapter holster goes. There's 2 pre-drilled holes, and it kind of just clips in there. I wouldn't say it fully holds in, but it kind of snugs into that little hole, and right there is where the screw is going to be put into. You can notice it's the right size. Turning it in, it does not go in the front way, it goes in through the front bumper, which makes it very difficult to do. But I want to point out that we cannot screw it in through the front part. I wish I could, but it will not hold in that bracket if you screw it up front. Now some people have used zip ties. I'm sure that's just fine too, but I prefer to do it the correct way per Tesla's manual. So I'm just gonna snug that holster over the front bumper and lean my left arm over and slowly screw in the bolt by hand. And as we go through the time lapse here, it takes quite a bit of time to get that screw, and I just took the hex bit. And you'll notice as I zoom in here, the screw's slowly going through, making sure that holster is clipped into the holes. And then finally take your ratchet set if you can and slowly tighten down that bolt until you feel it is snug. And now we're going to take that pre-wired clip, or wire I should say, and bring it through the frame of the vehicle and connect our HomeLink adapter. Just clip it right in, and also push in that red tab to fully lock it into place. And that HomeLink will slide into that bracket. Keep pushing it in until you hear it clip, and just give it a little push to make sure it's snug into place. It's not going to go anywhere when driving. Finally, reattach that windshield washer fluid tank. You notice it holds on to that plastic piece there, and I'm just going to hand tighten in these screws, all 3 of them, and then do the final tighten with my drill. And now we're going to go into the car, go to the settings, and then we're going to go to software. Hold down the Model Y logo until you have a screen come up with a keyboard. Type in service and then hit enter. Hit enter again. And then when the screen populates, we're going to go to low voltage and then click HomeLink, because now your car recognizes there's a HomeLink adapter connected to the vehicle. Hit run. You're gonna have to hold the brake down and also your right blinker and watch the countdown until we can continue this installation process. Hit the retrofit. And the car is going to run through its update. It's going to give you an update that it's connected. Now the screen is going to auto turn off. I didn't touch anything. It's going to show you the T logo. And I'm going to fast forward this at 4 times speed. It's going to keep running through an installation process. Once it's complete, you can bring it back to the service menu, go to the HomeLink. And now you notice it's registered and connected to your vehicle. You can do a test HomeLink if you like. I'm not going to do it as I already know it's connected just by looking at the screen. We can now exit the service menu. It'll bring you back home and you can tap on the garage icon. You notice nothing comes up, which is completely normal. We're going to exit the vehicle, close the door, give the car maybe 30 seconds. Go back in the car. You notice the T logo came back up. We'll tap in that garage icon and there we see the HomeLink option. My HomeLink was already pre-programmed as my last vehicle had it, so you might need to connect your garage to your HomeLink following the prompts. But after you got this installed, put your bucket back in, align the holes with the screws, put the screws back on, and then affix your vent cover. It snaps back into place. Close the frunk and you're good to go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Until next video, stay safe and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.